Well, I thought it might be kind of fun to check out this Artemis II tracking app. NASA has a website where you can look at Artemis and see exactly where it is right now. So you go to this website address and it defaults to this kind of a view. Let's go ahead and take the tour. AROW defaults to the spacecraft view, allowing you to view Orion as if there was a camera orbiting the spacecraft. Click the left mouse button and drag to rotate the camera around your spacecraft. Scroll in and out using your mouse wheel to adjust the viewing distance. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just moving the mouse around here. There's the sun. And I believe this is a fairly accurate representation of the attitude of the spacecraft. I think it is kind of more or less pointed towards the moon like that. This bottom part of the capsule is the service module. That will fire one more time to make some, or at least one more time, several times I believe actually, to make some more adjustments as they go around the moon. And then this part will be jettisoned before they splash down. So alright, let's go to the next screen. What's it say here? Oh, click here to switch between mission view and spacecraft view. Mission view will allow you to view the entire mission trajectory by pressing it. And once you have, press the next button below. So you can switch between views here. That icon represents the Orion view. So you can move around here. Use this to scroll in and out. Let's scroll way out. There, that's the entire mission view. That's a pretty cool view because it shows you where Orion is now. Started out over here, went once around the Earth, then they whipped out here. They did this injection burn right about here, which instead of allowing it to orbit around the Earth again, it's just sent it way out here. At that point, Orion was very near escape velocity and then immediately began slowing down. So right now you can see it's under 4,000 miles per hour. Escape velocity is something like 25,000 miles per hour. So it was going fast at the beginning, but it's slowing down actually as it crawls uphill. You can think of it as going uphill as it goes away from the Earth's gravity, and then it'll be going downhill again in a sense as it starts to be influenced by the moon's gravity. So this shows the future path. Now notice that the moon is way over here. Why is that? Well, it's because the moon's not there yet. This is where the moon will be when Orion gets there. So not only do they have to hit the moon, they have to hit a moving target. So let's check the next screen here. So mission view allows you to view the mission overview. That's the view we're in now. The three buttons above the mission view allow you to select which body you're viewing, the moon, Earth, or Orion. It just shows you which one it gets centered in the view. So I'll click on the Earth here. That's the larger one. Now when I rotate everything, the Earth becomes the point of reference. You can zoom in and out here. Or if I want the moon to be the point of reference, now when I rotate, it rotates around the moon. Or I can say, let Orion be the reference point, and everything rotates around Orion. The zoom button gets you further or closer from the whatever you've selected here. Now use these buttons to select the different camera views. There are 5 views to choose from. The simulated camera that allows you to view Orion up close, and then the 4 solar array wing cameras. So let's go back to the Orion view there. This is the camera. Let's see, where is it? Where's Orion? Ah, there it is. Might have to scroll around a bit. Let's click on some of these other cameras. So you can't move the camera once you select one of these lower ones that are on the solar arrays. But that's roughly what it would look like from that position on the spacecraft. We'll try these different views. This is the more interesting one that allows you to rotate the capsule, zoom in and out with the mouse scroll bar. There it is. There's the moon, which they're headed towards. Let's see if we can look back at the Earth. There's the sun. Where's the Earth? Oh, there it is. It's kind of shrouded, kind of an eclipse. You can't really see it very well, but the Earth is right there, becoming more and more distant, and the moon is getting closer. All right, let's see what's next here. Okay, this concludes our introduction. Repeat this tour? No, thank you. All right, so that's some pretty cool stuff. But I want to show you something else that I noticed. If I go to this mission view, and I'm going to select the moon as the center, and then I'm going to zoom in on the moon. This is kind of cool because it shows you where the previous moon landings took place. For instance, I happen to know that Apollo 11, the first one, is right here. There it is, July 20th, 1969, in the Sea of Tranquility. And these orange dots each represent a different moon landing. You notice there are 6 of them. There's Apollo 16, Apollo 14, Apollo 12, that would be the second successful lunar mission, Apollo 15, and Apollo 17. Notice how close Apollo 17 is to Apollo 11. And these landing sites are still observable. The Chandrayaan orbiter from India was able to take some pretty high-resolution photos of all of these landing sites. So there it is. That's kind of a fun way to view the progress of the Artemis II mission. Here, let's go back to the Artemis. There's Orion. There's what it would be like if you're on Orion. Looking at your course, the moon is still way over here. It will make its way over here, and Orion will make its way around here. When the moon gets there, Orion will be there. It'll whip around and head back home, increasing in velocity the whole way back. Basically, Orion is falling. Ever since this last burn right here, that gave it a boost, and then from then on, Orion is basically like a ball that you've thrown way up in the air. It's going to coast around the moon and coast on back and coast around here, and let's see if we can figure out where they're going to splash down. I don't think this is accurate. Yeah, I think they actually splash down off the coast of San Diego, somewhere in here. But this map doesn't show that very accurately. But anyway, it's kind of a fun way to view and follow the Artemis mission. All right, cheers.